Welcome to my channel. This is Hot Mess and Hot Glue. My name is Lynn, and today I have a really fun video for you guys. We're just taking some old furniture and we're giving it a little love. A neighbor of mine was kind enough to bring over this nightstand for us. He just wasn't using it anymore, so instead of donating it, I really liked the shape of it because it matches the bed set that my daughter currently has. And when we bought the bed set, we neglected to buy the nightstand. I think there was just too much talking going on during the whole sales process of it. And with COVID and all that, we had to be kind of careful with our interactions and things like that. So we just kind of rushed in and rushed out. All I'm doing in this first portion of the video here, I'm just kind of putting a really thin layer of paint on here. The paint I'm using was a white paint and primer. It was part of like the oops or the rejects or whatever. So I got it at like, it was like $4 or $5 for the entire, I want to say like whatever that size is over there. It would just seem like a really good deal. It's really not though. Like the paint itself was not amazing. I really was not impressed with it. However, if I had to do it again, I did a very light sanding off camera before I got started. And like I said, if I had to do it again, I would have been far more aggressive. I gave this paint just a little bit too much credit. I am making it do too much work and it's just not capable of it. So to do over again, I would sand heavily and I would use probably a chalk paint or a pure primer instead of paint and primer. But this is what I had. I really didn't want to have to go spend a bunch of money on it. The idea was take some free furniture that I got and just kind of give it an uplift. And I just wanted to use what I had on hand, and this is what I had. I hadn't used this paint yet, and so I was really excited to, but I was a little let down once I saw the way that it painted. My original plan for this was to do kind of a two-tone. She has a white bed frame and it has like an upholstered headboard to it, and it's like a dark gray. So I wanted to kind of play on those colors and do a two-tone with the nightstand also to kind of give it a little bit more cohesive look. When I tried to remove the handle on the back, I had a really hard time with it, and I was really upset because I don't love this handle. It just doesn't match the rest of her room. Later on you see I actually refuse to believe that this thing is stuck, but it is in fact stuck. So when my husband gets home from a work trip, we're gonna head to Home Depot. He's gonna show me what I need, and then he's gonna teach me how to use the tools, and it's probably something ridiculously easy, but I'm impatient and I really wanted to get this in her room, and I wanted to have it done as soon as possible for her. So again, I'm painting the inside of the drawers. I'm intentionally leaving the top unpainted because I wanted to put some kind of element on there for decoration, and she didn't know what she wanted. I didn't know what we were going to choose, and so I just left it blank knowing we were going to do something. So I made sure to give the inside of the drawer a really good coat though, because I wanted to make sure that when she opened it, the sides, the inside were covered and at least looked clean when she opened it, so it didn't look half finished. If only painting went this fast in real life. Again, my channel is mostly, it's home decor. I love to do thrifted items. I love to do home decor on a budget. Thrifted items are really my favorite, but I am a sucker for a good Dollar Tree makeover. These are just quick pictures of kind of what that first coat looks like. So we were playing with this scrapbook paper and then this scrapbook paper, and ultimately she decided to go with a contact paper that I had in my stash. You can't really tell, but it's like a white with like gray speckles. I think you see it much better in the end result on the last photo of it. So yeah, my channel is mostly just home decor. Keep it simple, keep it inexpensive. And if that's something that you like to watch, well then you might enjoy my videos, and you might want to subscribe so that you can kind of just see what else we've got going on. If you hit the subscribe button and then you also hit the bell, it will notify you anytime I post a new video. This way you can kind of just see what we're up to around here. What kind of fun are we getting ourselves into? This is the second coat that I'm putting on here. Now, off camera, I want to say 4 total coats. So I did 2 off camera, but I really think I did 5 total coats. I completely lost track of time. This is Julia, and she's over at the Mug Life DIY. She's the host of this. She has a really fun co-host. Her name is Amber. Her kids are adorable. Please go check them out. So I believe it's the first Friday of every month. We basically just get to remake and flip some furniture, and we get to kind of share in a little playlist. And so please go to all of the other videos on the playlist. I can only imagine what these amazing creators have come up with. I'm sure they're doing much better things than this little nightstand. You can kind of see in the corner where the handle is, where the paint had come off, because again, I'm stubborn. I really wanted this handle off. And all it did was rip the paint. So I decided we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna go with that whole two-tone theme, and I'm gonna paint the middle of the drawer with a stripe. I did go ahead and line the inside of the drawer with that contact paper that she really liked. I gave it a really quick spritz of the Loctite spray adhesive. I thought that this would be really helpful, but I think it was maybe in the end. I mean, maybe in the long run, it's going to be a great idea. I've never actually used any kind of spray adhesive when I've used contact paper or any kind of adhesive vinyl or anything like that. I'm not even sure why I thought to do it this time. I think I just had it around, so I thought I'd use it. But it was really difficult because as soon as I would lay it down, the paper would stick. Did I learn my lesson on spraying it in the drawer? No, I did not. So when I go to cover the top, I give the top a spray of the Loctite adhesive as well. And it was a lot easier, and I think it had to do with just because I had so much better access. I mean, the angle was a lot better with the top, so who knows? Maybe the Loctite is a good idea. We'll just have to wait and see if it lasts. This paper, I've never had this paper give me this big of a hard time. It took me forever just to get it started. And typically what I like to do is just peel off a small portion of the back, line up my starting point, and then little by little, I will smooth out either the contact paper or vinyl or whatever it is I'm using at the time, and just kind of slowly, and then get out all the air bubbles. To do that, I'm using my Cricut tool, but if you don't have any tools from Cricut or anything like that, you can, Walmart sells little tools like this, but you can use a debit card, you can use a credit card, you can use a gift card. This way you don't lose the important cards, but it is really nice to be able to get all the bubbles out, and so this way you get a nice smooth finish. Here I'm just writing a cute little message. Anytime I make my girls something, I tend to write a little message either behind the picture or whatever it may be. This is coat number 2 on the stripe on the middle drawer. Just as my middle drawer, it's the only drawer, the middle of the drawer. And as you can see here, I literally just start laughing. It's like, really, what else is gonna go wrong? What else could this simple, tiny, quick nightstand, I don't know what it was. This was way more difficult than it needed to, and it took way more time than it needed to be. So, I'm, again, stubborn, I'm not gonna give up. So, what do we do when we make a mistake? We just paint over it. And once you paint over it, it never existed. So here I go ahead and put a couple, I know I put at least 2 coats of the paint in like the missing areas. And then to make sure that it all had one even layer, I went through and did another coat. I'm using my sponge brush just to really flatten everything out, because I just want it to have a really clean finish. Now in the end, you'll see here, I actually really love the way it turned out in the end. We decided, and I say we, but my daughter decided she liked the contact paper so much, she wanted it on the drawer. So I didn't have to go through any of that trouble or any of that frustration, but she's worth it. In the end, she said she really likes it. Put a little tray on top of it just to kind of help put her little knickknacks and her water bottle and stuff on. But I'm so glad that you guys chose to watch my video today. It's a little bit different. Like I said, it's a single project, a little bit quick, but I had a ton of fun with this one. I will say I learned a lot more than I was expecting to learn from just this tiny little nightstand. If you guys like my video, please give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing and hitting that bell so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Hitting that thumbs up really helps my channel grow, and I appreciate it so very, very much. Again, you guys, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I cannot tell you how much it means to me. Heading into the weekend, I would like to just let everyone know, to all that celebrate Easter, have a wonderful Easter from my family to yours. If you don't celebrate it, have a wonderful Sunday.